Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. Today I want to talk with you about a very cool resource that's absolutely free on the Stewart MacDonald website. Okay, before anybody asks, no, Stewart MacDonald isn't paying me to do this, but this is a very cool feature that they have on their website. A lot of you probably already know about their fret position calculator, but for those of you who don't, let's talk about it now. If you go to the Stewart MacDonald website and in the search bar type in fret position calculator, will pop up this thing that you can type in the number of frets that you want and the scale that you want, and it will compute for you the distance from the nut to a specific fret or from one fret to another. That comes in particularly handy if you're making something like this. This is a fretboard for our friend Lance, and it is for a reproduction of a Hamer Californian that he had in the 80s. Since Hamer is not around anymore in any capacity to make custom reproductions of guitars from the 80s, we are building it for him. Now this has the boomerang inlay, which looks pretty cool, and I'm actually cut all the fret slots that I can do on my 25.5-inch scale template. But it only has 24 frets, and the Hamer Californian has 27. Wah, wah. So I have to cut 3 more fret slots. Now I could probably just sort of eyeball that and figure, well, no one's going to play those 3 frets anyway, but I'm going to actually do it the right way. So I was able to go to the Stewart MacDonald fret position calculator and type in that I wanted a 25.5-inch scale, 27 fret neck, and they gave me the measurements. I'm going to roll in a screenshot of what that looks like. Okay, so as you can see, the distance from the 24th to the 25th fret is 0.358, 25th to 26, 0.338, and so on and so on. So all that I have to do now is mark where those positions are and cut the fret slots. Now that's actually a little easier than you might think. Let me show you how I'm about to do it. If you guessed that we would be using the radial arm saw, then you are right. But the real problem is that I have to mark onto this ebony with some way that I can actually see. I could use a pencil and I might be able to see some of that, but it's not going to be exactly crystal clear. So I am going to actually glue this piece of paper down, and that way I can draw on it and I can actually see the line. So I'm just going to get some regular glue and just glue this guy down to right here, and it'll only take a few seconds for it to stick. Then I'll be able to draw on it, and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, my regular white glue that I had is all dried up and dead, so I'm just going to use regular wood glue for this, and that'll be fine. Now, it's not a big, huge deal to, put glue on the fretboard because it will still need to be radiused, and, ain't no thing. So just go ahead and get this stuff on here as thin as you can, because we're just sticking a piece of paper to it. You know what I mean? Okay, once the glue is set up enough to where the paper's not moving around, you don't have to wait that long. Just trim off the excess so you know what you're working with, yeah? And then I purposely went over my 24th fret so that I could cut a slot right through here, like so. Okay. So here's 24th fret, and I've kind of mushed the paper down into the fret slot so it's 23 thousandths just like the blade. Now what I need to do is I got my notes right here, and I got my good dial calipers. This is my 24th fret. I know that the distance from the 24th fret to the 25th fret is 3, 5, 8. So I'm going to go around 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. And I'm going to lock down my calipers. You need to make sure that you have a nice sharp pencil, and I'm just going to go from one end of the fret to the other and mark a line with my sharp pencil, and then I'm going to connect them. And we can check again, and you know what? That looks pretty damn good. So now let's go ahead and do the next one. We want 3, 3, 8. So we'll loosen up the calipers and back it off to 3, 3, 8. Tighten it down again. And we're just going to repeat the process over and over again. And I think that this should get us so damn close that even Steve Vai himself would not be able to tell the difference. One last one, 3, 1, 9. Okay, now all that's left to do is cut these guys out. Now, as some of you will remember, there's a tiny pin in my radial arm saw that indexes on the little notches in the StewMac fret slotting guide. So what I have done is I have put this notched ruler on my radial arm saw over the pin so that I can slide the whole shooting match without having to worry about the unit being cocked at an angle because the pin is pushing it away. Because, as you know, I've already gone to 24 frets and I've got to do 3 more. So I've got my frets laid out here on the paper, and now all I'm going to do is like I said before, this paper is just glued on and we haven't radiused the board yet, so that'll just pop right off. Okay guys, so that's it for this video, and make sure to go check out the StewMac fret position calculator and take advantage of a pretty cool free thing that they just sort of do. If you have any questions about what we did in this video or some of the tools that we use, go ahead and leave a comment in the section below. I've also left a link to the dial calipers that I used in this video. Having a really good set of precision dial calipers makes this job a lot easier. If you like the video, give us the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. If you appreciate content like this, you might want to go check out our Patreon page and consider becoming a member. Even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you cool stuff like this. If you can't do it, we totally get it, but what you could do for us instead, and even if you can do it, you can still share this video every single place that you can, because someone's sharing this stuff and it's really, really cool. So thank you to all of our patrons and all the people who are sharing these videos. It makes a big, big difference, and we can tell. So until next time, this is Matt at Texas Toast Guitars reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.